Just wanted to make a comment. I keep seeing these posts about the Pizzagate scandal and how fucking stupid people are for believing in such a thing. And these people that say this shit haven't even ever fucking read the emails. They've never went through, sat for a couple days, and read these fucked up emails. Because the emails are clearly coded. I mean, I've sat and read them. In between loads in the truck, I ain't got nothing else to do. I fucking sit there and read them. I don't just go by a fucking headline or some type of shit like that. I mean, sometimes I might throw a fucking headline and be wrong, and I'll admit it. But when you look at this Pizzagate shit, the emails are clearly fucking coded. These people knew it too, and they speak in some of the emails only through the subject line. There is no actual body to the email, only the subject line about the walnut sauce and how good it tastes and it's so delicious, and the pizza handkerchief and the pizza related shit. And what people seem to not fucking grasp is, you really fucking think that high up fucking people, if in fact we're in a pedophile ring, they would just come out and write emails saying, send me a little black boy. A little blonde boy would be great. You really fucking think that's what the fucking emails would say? That they would put out a fucking, I mean, every email would just be a smoking gun? You think that's how it fucking works? Like, and then you see down deep in the dark web that the fucking coding that they're using for pedophilia matches what seems to be coding in emails between officials that correlates and matches the same type of pedophilia code and fucking language and talk in the dark web. Sex trafficking is a multi-billion-dollar industry. And you think that these crooked, elitist people are going to not line their pockets? I mean, to believe such shit, I'm not talking about the Pizzagate part, I'm talking about to believe that the Pizzagate shit can't be real. And do no research on your own whatsoever. You haven't even fucking read a fucking subject title of a fucking email. But you know for a fact that this is just fake news and bullshit. But there's so many dots to connect. And I mean, like, to think that way and to defend it, like, it is completely and totally, utterly impossible that high-ups within the Clinton campaign or even the government or whatever could be involved in a massive sex trafficking pedophile ring is complete and total asinine, irresponsible as a fucking human being to investigate for yourself and actually have an open mind to the fact that children are being fucking raped and molested. Now, all over the fucking world. To me, if you're quick to defend something like that, it just says to me you're a closet pedophile your fucking self. Because you know it's happening. It's happening in the churches. It's happening. Look at Subway. Subway Jared. You think that shit stops at him? You think that shit stops at him? Especially now that it's come out that Subway had been told multiple fucking times that Jared was trying to fucking hook up with young girls. And they let it go. So, I mean, if that's the fucking case, it goes pretty fucking high up. Looks to me like Jared, yes, he's a fucking pedophile, but he was used as a patsy. He gets to do his time, gets a couple ass poundings, and when he gets out, he's still taken care of. He's still fucking rich. He'll still be in his big fucking house. He's lost his family, his wife, and all that shit. But what's he care? You think he gives a shit? He was raping kids. You think he gives a shit about his fucking family? I mean, it's so fucking disgusting. Like, they keep jumping this fake news, you know, oh, fake news, we can't have fake news. And these fucking people, like, I want to say eat it up, but it's usually the other way around, is you're eating up the conspiracy. But to just see and know that there's pedophilia so rampant, and in the past couple months, the massive pedophilia rings that are being busted, and to just laugh off this Pizzagate shit, when you haven't even done any fucking research at all. You haven't taken the time to even look at the emails. And WikiLeaks makes it very easy to do, too. Very easy. You just get on there and you type in whatever you want to search for, and it'll bring up every fucking email that has it in there. And then you can sit there and you can go through all the chains, you can read them for yourself, and when you start reading them, you're like, what the fuck? Why the fuck are they even talking about this shit? You know? Why are they even talking about this shit? Ain't they got a fucking country and shit to run? They got a little bit more important shit to discuss than how delicious your walnut sauce is. And who the fuck is that? Until 3 months ago, who the fuck even knew what walnut sauce was? Anybody? I mean, still, what the fuck is walnut sauce? Which is funny, because I've read multiple reports about the FDA saying that walnuts are illegal or some shit, which I have to do some more research in, but that just dawned on me, seeing those reports. But yet, they're making walnut sauce and slurping it up. I mean, who the fuck eats... It's so tiring just trying to get people just to open their eyes just a little bit, open their mind, and just allow thoughts to come in and out that aren't the norm, that haven't been programmed into their brain. Because, I mean, it's just, this is a waste of my time to even talk, because you're already programmed. Your brain is a fucking computer, so it's able to be programmed. Why do you think TV is called programming? You know? Why do you I mean, today's programming. You know, like, it's a TV program. There's a reason it's called that. Because, I mean, yeah, your brain's a fucking computer. You can train a brain to, you know, you can train someone to act a certain way. You can train someone to be a certain way. You can train a person to do a certain thing or think a certain way. I mean, to just completely and utterly blow off any inclination that a pedophile ring is that high up, and the fact that you'd rather sit there and spew fucking hate against people who, I mean, the people who are looking into this and investigating it and constantly bringing it up, they actually give a fuck. That's the thing. And then people who sit there and, oh, I'm so caring and I'm so compassionate, sit there and just fucking berate these people and talk so much shit to them and just spew the most venomous shit. Because that's what compassion is. That's like the people who want compassion for animals. Oh, the animals. And then they'll, you know, you'll, it's my fucking right to eat a fucking chicken. And if I say that to them, I get spewed with the most vile shit. And if they could, they'd fucking kill me for eating a fucking chicken. But then turn around and go have a fucking abortion and say abortion's okay. Now, I don't give a shit either way, because it's your right, it's your body, you can do whatever the fuck you want. You can go out and be irresponsible and not be on birth control and go fuck around, whatever. That goes for both sides, male and female. And then when the consequences of those actions begin to develop, you can just flush them away. But then you'll cry for a fucking turkey. Makes no fucking sense at all. And it's fucking sad. It's fucking sad that it just seems people are so programmed in a way to attack each other for no fucking reason. Just because people are trying to gain knowledge and understand things. I mean, the pedophilia thing really upsets me, because if you're going to defend that, I mean, it's already been shown. If you look at the Franklin cover-up and what happened with Boys Town in Omaha, Nebraska, them, smuggling drugs with young children and using young children as sex. Look it up yourself. Using children as sex slaves. Children who are locked up in an orphanage are locked up because of being in trouble. They get taken advantage of because who's there to protect them except the ones who are sworn to protect them, but ultimately are the ones who hurt them. This is common. Look it up. But no, you'll type into Google something and take the very first link off there, and that's it. That's the fucking truth. That's the truth. There is no other pages. It's just, there's not 500 pages deep that you could go and get so goddamn deep to where the real shit is. Nope, first link. It's good enough. That's all I need. Back to my fucking day. It's fucking sad. It's really sad. It's so fucking sad that I had to come out here to make this video, because I'm fucking so exhausted from typing and trying to just open up people's eyes just a little bit. Just wipe just a little crust out. Oh, and just take a little peek. But you don't want to, because it's going to scare you. Nobody wants to be told they have cancer. But when it happens, I mean, it's shocking and you go through a lot of things. But I mean, it's treatable. It's curable, actually. I mean, they just, there's more money in treatment than cure. And that's fact. I mean, with all the technology we have, and nothing's been cured, nothing, I mean, come on. But I digress on that. The real sad thing is this fucking shit where people are just, who gives a shit? There's no way that Bill Clinton, the guy who shoved cigars into the orifice of his intern in the Oval Office, and who was on the pedophile airplane, I can't remember that guy's name right now. Jeffrey Epstein, who was busted and charged with pedophilia. Clinton was on that plane how many fucking times? How many bigwigs and high heads were on that plane and went to that sex island? But people were like, oh, just because they're on the plane and we're at Sex Island doesn't mean anything. Y'all need to really check yourself, because you done already fucking wrecked yourself by not using what's inside here. It's more than just a hat rack. You should try it out.